GameTout! Welcome to GameTout, the show where I tout about video game topics that you want to know. And today, it is a live edition. What? Well, actually, it's not live. I should have maybe said it differently. It's an uncut version of the show. There we go. GameTout, uncut. See that mess up? I can't cut it out. All right. So today's topic, we are going to be talking about Pokemon. And it's, I believe it's called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about it and just pretend that there's like a little Mario like going up somewhere to get the little star at the very end. I don't know. And by the way, just so you guys know, I'm doing this uncut version because I have no computer right now, so I'm just going to upload this straight away! Ha ha! Anyways, so I wanted to talk about this topic a couple days ago, but, you know, and then I was like, hey, I could do a live episode, so, or uncut episode. So, I finally could talk about it. So, a lot of rumors are being thrown around because E3 is fast approaching. And one of the big ones is obviously Pokemon is a huge, huge franchise, if you didn't know. And it's really big on the handheld scene, which the Switch is. So this is the first time that it's technically going to be on like what they call a console. And everybody's hyped up to see what the new Pokemon is and this and this and that. So last year they announced, hey, we're working on a Pokemon game. So now there's all these rumors about a Pokemon game coming out, and is it going to be the big one this year? Me personally, because it's going to be on the Switch, it's going to be, you know, a console, you know, it's a big release. I don't see it coming out this year. As far as the next generation Pokemon. I think it's going to be 2019. I hope that we get some glimpses on what is going to come out of it. Maybe like a little teaser or something, but I think Nintendo said that they're only going to have 2018 titles at least playable. But I really hope that we get a lot of 2019 announcements just so that we can get excited, because I do think that we will get a major Pokemon now. But this is all over the rumor mill about this new Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which is a remake of Pokemon Yellow. And so basically it'll follow the same storyline of Pokemon Yellow, and it's probably going to have like the same graphics type thing, just smoothed out, of stars or the moon and sun portion, not the stars. That never came out. So I'll probably have that and it like that engine, but just polished up for the Switch and made for the Switch basically. Now, anytime Nintendo releases you know, these type of Pokemon games, there always has to be like, you know, a black and white, a blue, a red, a gold, a silver, a pearl, to, you know, this and that. You know, they've done it. Ruby, Sapphire, you know, they've done it many times. They always have a yin to its yang. So this time, the rumor says, since there's going to be the Let's Go Pikachu, we're also going to have a Let's Go Eevee. And those are going to be the two carts that, you know, they'll probably have half the Pokemon here, half the Pokemon there, so they can still do the trading and stuff like that. Me personally, when I first saw the idea, when I first heard of it, I was a little skeptical until I heard the name. And just Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, that sounds very Nintendo-ish, doesn't it? Like when I hear that, I'm like, that's something Nintendo does. You know, they could have even put like a new Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and I'd be like, yeah, that's so Nintendo, that's probably what they're gonna do. So I don't know, like just hearing all the just like the details of what leaked is coming out, it actually doesn't sound too off the wall. It's actually something that I thought that they would kind of do in the meantime while we're waiting for the next generation Pokemon game to come out in 2019. So this is basically using it would use the same engine, and it would just, they just use that engine and like that, let's just call it tile set and all that stuff to kind of just do a reimagining of Pokemon Yellow, which if you guys don't know is basically Pokemon Blue and Red, but with Pikachu. So I don't think this is too far-fetched. It's easy to do, and the main Pokemon developers don't really need to design this. Like, they can have a small team designing this because it's already something that they implemented. It's already something that they've already worked on with the engine and stuff like that. So all their resources for like the engineers, all the designers, like the major ones, they're working on the future Pokemon game while the small team works on this type of game. Kind of the same thing that happens with Zelda all the time. Like, most likely at E3 next month, we're going to hear about a Zelda game coming out, but it's most likely going to be kind of like a handheld version type look and feel. Like, it's, Link to the Past-ish, let's just say, like, because they always have I'm not like trying to diss them, but like low term Zelda team while they have the high term Zelda team, because again, it takes about 4 to 5 years to make the big games, Zelda wise. So that's why they have those teams in between, so that there could still be releases, but they're just not as good as Breath of the Wild, for example. Same thing goes and applies to Pokemon. That is actually what I think, if this rumor turns out to be false, we're probably going to see something similar to it that's going to be coming out this year, because I do think that there's going to be something revolving around Pokemon coming out for the Switch this year. You heard it here, folks, from MBW Champion, and when have I ever been wrong? Come on. Come on! Tell me now. So a little bit, I was reading up on it, about this, the rumor, and a lot of people were just kind of speculating, because those were the detail, like some of the details that were leaked, but some of the speculating portions was, back in the day there was a little bit of an interview, I think it was in 2016 when Pokemon Go was first starting, and they were saying we would like to implement, some sort of interaction between Pokemon Go and the Pokemon franchise, that's on the actual systems, and so that they can link together. So you don't have to waste your time on Pokemon Go and be like, oh, too bad nothing carries over on here or anything like that. In my opinion, this is doable. I think that, speculation wise, it is. I would say it's a 50-50. Nintendo would be smart to implement these type of changes, because again, it just gets people motivated to actually play their games, and I don't think it's a bad idea. The way I would personally do it as a developer, I would get Pokemon Go, and the way that I would implement it is kind of do a system like say for example when you're playing the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. You get kind of like those same things where you get like an egg in the game, and you have to walk around to hatch the egg, whatnot, blah blah blah. Well, if they could link the two accounts, then when you walk on your Pokemon Go account, that would be awesome if it implemented to your game here. So, while you're playing Pokemon Go, then you come back to your Switch and you turn it on, and it goes, hey, you reached this many steps, the egg is about to hatch. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like stuff like that, or like say for example, you on Pokemon Go, if you go to Pokestops, you get like eggs, Pokeballs, anything like that. Those items carry over to your Switch game. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like, and then they have like, you find items in here which could be used in the Pokemon Go world. Like just that interaction itself, that's something like I would personally do. But again, I don't work for Nintendo, so I don't know what they're doing. But again, it's neat ideas. That's, you know, that's how I would brainstorm stuff. But I wouldn't go full Pokemon Go. Like, say for example, if you're thinking that the Nintendo Switch version of these two games are going to be in a gameplay wise of that style, I don't think they should do that. I think they should stick strictly to a game basis. And who knows, this actually might be the last Pokemon game that's kind of like in this realm of like the old Pokemon as we know it, like the battle system, like, you know, trading, all that stuff. Because I really want them to experiment. The 2019 Pokemon game, I want them to go balls to the wall, just with the unique ideas. Kind of do the same thing with Zelda, like just, you know, bring it all back. Just like, how do we want to do? You know, just get your brain juices going and start going. And I'm not saying, not a bad idea, but I'm not saying to do open world Pokemon, you know, this and that, but that's a good idea. Let's look into it. And same things with that. Like, you know, there's good ideas that can come out when you're not concentrating on being this type of Pokemon, like this formula of Pokemon. If you think outside of this and then get all the good things and then hone it in to make a new formula, it's just going to make the game just a whole lot better. And in my opinion, it's needed. Pokemon has been, in my opinion, it's been a little bit stale. Again, it's gameplay wise, they always, you know, tweak it. It's been getting good on that aspect. But as far as like, I don't really get anything like whoa out of Pokemon anymore, which is why I haven't bought the last couple games, because like I don't know, I just see them, I look through them, and I'll maybe play a little, and I'm like, it's the same. Like, for me, you know, it just doesn't work for me, and I would love if they just think outside the box and do all this stuff. I would go right back into it, because again, it just needs a fresh coat of paint. It needs a fresh, you know, engine. It needs work. I'm not saying it's bad. I know. I'm just waiting for all these comments to go like, "Oh, you hate Pokemon." No, I'm not saying it's bad. Just saying we want like the greatest Pokemon game. We want 2019 to be called the year of the Pokemon. That's what we want. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this uncut version of GameTout. Not live, because this is not streaming. This uncut version of GameTout. I'll be posting this, you know, whenever this, you know, goes onto the computer. But thank you guys so much. Please subscribe, and I'll try to do a couple more live type of videos while I'm waiting for my computer to be fixed. And I have a lot of videos that's currently underway to wait to be edited. So once that's done, hey, it should be a good June and July for all that stuff. A lot more game touts, by the way, coming for E3. Hopefully I get my computer in time, because either way, I will be doing either those or just straight uncut game touts. I hope you like it. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Ow! Explosion! Oh wait, you guys need the MBW logo. It's the MBW logo. Boom, 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 boom. Oh wait, isn't there supposed to be like videos somewhere? Like, oh look, there are. No, that's my hand. There are videos over here. You should click. Clickety click click. Clickety click click. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, click click. Yow.